Hello there. I am Cort Maddox. I'm an advisor with the SBDC, and today I get to come to you and talk about the upcoming updates to minimum wage. Not sure if you've heard about this, but as of May the 1st in the state of Virginia, minimum wage will go from $7.25 to $9.50. After that, we'll then see an increase later. January 1st, it'll go to 11, and then every January 1st thereafter until January 1st of 2026, it will increase $1 to eventually get to $15 an hour. All this barring any kind of adjustments from a federal level. But right now, that's the plan for Virginia. So I wanted to explain that to you a little bit, and now I want to dive in and go over a little bit how that can impact you and your business and the things that you can do to potentially help assist that and be prepared for it. So ultimately, that increase is a 31% increase to minimum wage. That's a dramatic increase that we have not seen in the past. And so that's why we wanted to talk to you about it from the SBDC standpoint, because of the fact that that makes a dramatic impact in your business. And I'm going to go over an example of what we can potentially see as consumers, but also how the business is trying to manage that as well. So that being a 31% increase, it's going to be followed up by another 16% increase by January 1st when it moves from 950 to 11. Overall, that's going to account from the 725 to 50 or to 11 is a 52% increase. So that's a dramatic increase, especially when you look at a lot of the average business from the standpoint of overhead expenses is at about 25%. It can range anywhere between 20 to 30% on an average, with some high level service businesses going all the way up to 50%. But when you start to increase that by 52%, you can quickly see the amount of your overhead impact that that's going to lead to. So overall, when you're looking at this, there's also going to be the increase. Right now, it's an estimated 13% of employee taxes that you're paying on behalf of your employee, and so that's going to increase as well in that status or that element. And that's about a 50-cent increase per hour. So that needs to be taken into account as well, because that's going to then continue to increase your overhead. So ultimately, within this example, let's say that you're selling something for $15. You now, in order to account for that estimated 59%, because you have the 52% plus the 50 cents, which is an additional 7%, you would now have to charge $23.85 for that same item in order to accomplish about the same margin. And that's a heavy hit, because if you have somebody come in that participates with your business and pays 15, and all of a sudden the next time it's $23.85, it's a very difficult thing to explain. That's why we want to come to you. That's why we want to help business owners to understand how this is going to impact, to come up with some resources in order to lessen that impact and explain and talk about how you can do it without impacting your customer base from a massive standpoint, to where that cost shock isn't going to be as big of a factor, and how you can educate your customers on why these things are happening and so on. So that, again, we're trying to keep the level of disgruntled customers down. We're obviously dealing with a lot of things in life right now, and adding something else to our plate is not necessarily what we want, but it is up and coming, and we do need to make you aware of these changes, because we certainly don't want you to be violating any labor laws that may impact your business from that standpoint as well. So again, just what I would call a teaser to go over and explain and pass along to you. The call to action here that we wanted to talk about, we are going to put out a workshop that will describe and explain this and go over again some of the different things that you can do in order to lessen the impact to your business, and thinking about things differently and what that would look like. That event is going to be launched later on this afternoon. So please look for that. That will be in May. Our apologies for not being able to launch that prior to the May 1 deadline as far as the increase is concerned. However, we will look for something middle to the late of May in order to schedule that and come to you with a workshop, again, in order to provide you some resources in order to help these impacts and show you what that may look like for your business. Thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.